A few people accept that Tesla is especially hard hit as a development organization in these financial conditions, while the facts confirm that development organizations are more defenseless to downturns. Financial backers can't imagine a 5 to 10E future. They can't commit cash for a lengthy period without seeing any profits. And on second thought, look for guaranteed returns through profit stocks. Furthermore, there is a gamble that the organization may not endure such a period anyway. Tesla is a development organization with an objective of creating multiple times more vehicles before this decade's over, and it will be created for this present year. Tesla's development isn't tied in with building interest or persuading shoppers to embrace a progressive new item there, as of now accustomed to driving vehicles, and don't need further influence. No Tesla has efficiently manufactured a predominant pushed vehicle, as well as reformed the conventional vehicle fabricating process by utilizing first standards, thinking and upgrading the vehicle from the beginning, as they are not generally expected to contain parts. For example, a motor test has exploited each potential benefit when the use of a battery to push a vehicle has brought about improved security and administration as well as various savvy highlights. Gracious. And they likewise change the car into a self-driving machine. These are critical headways in advancement, or maybe unrest. Tesla have taken a gander at every one of the significant costs of running a vehicle and essentially killed them, consequently diminishing expensive possession to a level where the customary gas-powered motor can never again contend. Subsequently, why Tesla has been filling in ubiquity so much. All right? Heritage couldn't get up to speed there too, trapped in the prior ways, while additionally gambling, tearing up their beneficial ICE business, and stayed with other customary frameworks like a vehicle vendor, organization that was an advantage to them at one phase, yet presently is keeping down their possible productivity, while it considers further vertical coordination for Tesla. It likewise shows up until this point that the Chinese EVs are turning to their vehicle vendor organization for the global deals too, right? We truly do have every one of these Chinese vehicle organizations here to stop Tesla's development. Aside from their somewhat swindling, they figure out overall quite well from what Tesla is doing. Then, they eliminate however much expense, as could reasonably be expected, while as yet attempting to look great on paper. With regards to reach and determinations. Obviously, Tesla's innovation makes it hard to eliminate, however much Tesla have it some of the time, like eliminating radar and logical, even ultrasonic sensors, then the entirety of their buttons and air vents. Yet, the Chinese are as yet ready to undermine Tesla, and cost, as they likewise chose, to eliminate benefits anyway. When you drive one, then it rapidly ends up being clear where the expenses have been cut. And it's a Chinese brand, which a ton of shoppers essentially could do without Chinese brand's absence of history or legacy, and are not too realized. China have been making low-cost ICE vehicles as well, yet they didn't assume control over the ICE business. Yet, individuals believe that the Chinese EVs will be a triumph and will rule the business. Or no, truly, they'll be even cleverer than that, and just purchase out Western brands as a mask to deceive purchasers, to get them. As a matter of fact, they, as of now, are with brands like Polestar and MG. Will Volvo sold for under $2 billion, in MG sold for around 50 million pounds. It will be an alternate story if, assuming that they need a genuine brand like BMW or Mercedes, it will be an extreme showcasing effort, particularly when their vehicles drive so severely. Like purchasers are basically able to pay something else for Tesla over a Chinese brand. As a matter of fact, pretty much anybody who can will. And in the event that they can't manage the cost of a Tesla, then they may initially begin to take a gander at different brands that they trust, like Hyundai or Kia, for a cheaper choice, who may ultimately utilize lower-cost LFP deals and quit attempting to rival Tesla. For long-range vehicles are costly. It's the most costly customer thing for by far. Most of individuals, they need to feel sure about their buy in a brand that they can trust and able to pay extra for it. On top of that, Toyota might be somewhat more costly than a Chinese brand, yet the resale esteem is altogether higher when the time has come to redesign. The Chinese brand's devaluation has truly wound up costing more, also the additional gamble of discounted well-being, while at the same time driving at the Chinese are additionally flooding the market without any worries of creating enormous measures of gain, yet basically acquiring piece of the pie and combining battery-fueled vehicles with mixtures and giving them one umbrella term, new energy. Vehicles, yes, the CCP might have the option to furnish them with transitory help anyway. The supportability of the circumstance is sketchy when a huge number of vehicles are created yearly, every one of which costs large number of dollars. The Chinese might have the option to create these vehicles at a surprising rate, yet they are additionally dense compacts and a couple of essential hybrids with negligible reach. Their battery source is the LFP, which is an excellent battery cell that serves many applications anyway. It's anything but a widespread answer for all applications. You can't offer huge cars, SUVs, vans, or pickup trucks without decreasing reach to maybe 100 to 115 miles, as these vehicles are essentially excessively huge and weighty, and they can't offer long reach period. Truth be told, the compacts additionally endure. As the wheelbase is so little, there is negligible space for the genuine battery pack. Regardless, it serves a few applications. Yet assuming that they select into nickel deals, they lose their upper hand, and even inheritance cars will actually want to contend at cheaper deals because of their monstrous capital speculations to decrease cell costs through economies at scale. At any rate, I'm not importance to get at the Chinese. I'm bringing up purchaser conduct. It was one of my ASEAN courses I accomplished for my business degree, and it was completely fascinating. My point is that I don't think the Chinese will dial back 10 Tesla's development, as a matter of fact. Assuming anything, they might assist the reception of EVs with. Peopling utilizing EVs implies more charges and a bigger development to drive electric. And afterward, when we get to different business sectors like pickup trucks, SUVs, bigger vehicles, or any long-range vehicle. And that is only for organizations that have put resources into nickel deals, which is Tesla and inheritance cars, truth be told. And heritage cars can't hit half volume creation on one line in Tesla. As of now, at multiple times of volume creation in Shanghai, with the motorway, which makes me imagine that they might conceivably hit multiple times volume creation with the new plants, regardless of whether it requires a couple of years. That would mean for each industrial facility Tesla assemble inheritance would have to assemble maybe 5 to 10, fold the number of for similar result. Similar applies for their battery and cell processing plants, multiple times the size as Tesla's, which require around 4 years to try and assemble, though Tesla might have the option to build a 4,680 plant in around a half year, with considerably more result. Inheritance can't catch up. Not even all in all, truth be told, Tesla's lead will truly be expanding at a much quicker rate when 4,680 begin to advance thusly. Tesla is unique in relation